You won't have the same energy.
Get Ahead High, a low-cost private school in the Eastern Cape. This is the new face of education in South Africa. Most of the children are black, and good results and discipline are top priority. But far from being kids of the country's elite, their families are scraping together the $1,000 a year in fees, let down, they say, by state schools. Meet 17-year-old Simanya and his aunt Nokwezi. His parents dead, she now cares for him, swapping her nice flat for a house in a poor township in order to send him to private school. She's among a growing number of adults worried that strikes and insecurity are undermining state schools.
Do you know what is happening? The security of the children, there is no security. We'll find out the others are doing drugs, others that are like carrying sharp weapons at school.
Another day, another class. About 500,000 youngsters are now flocking to schools like these, a dramatic response in a country where half of all youngsters leave without a secondary certificate. Affordable private schools are being established right across South Africa. Some 5,000 children are making the switch every year. And yet the irony is that many of their parents are teachers from struggling state schools. This is Kumzi Matikani, the principal of Nokubela Secondary, still in the Eastern Cape, home of some of the best minds in South African history. But despite his best efforts, the head teacher struggles with appalling conditions at his state school.
This is the typical example of a toilet we have in this school, a latrine system.
What impact does the poor infrastructure have on the school?
The poor infrastructure in the school, it reduces the number of learners. It makes the teachers not to be so interested in teaching in this school.
Good afternoon, class.
Absenteeism and staff shortages are faced by many state schools. By its own admission, the government says 80% of them are failing. It's promised change. Nearly 2 decades after the end of apartheid, corruption, maladministration and neglect are taking their toll on the country's classrooms, turning the